And a very pleasant good morning and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Blackman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Thursday matinee performance, the beginning of our playing week here at Magic City Jai-Alai. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. If these terms, these parimutuel terms, are new to you, and we know that they're new to some of you, we'll explain them throughout today's performance. We also have a pick 3 wagering game for the high-paying High Five jackpot, which we're going to talk more about today because the High Five is huge. That begins in game number 3. Typically has a $2,000 guarantee, but why we're going to talk about it is because there's probably going to be over $6,000 in it as of today, based on today's wagers. We also have the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. But placing bets is not necessary in order to enjoy all that we have, or that the players have, in store for you today. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have any scratches in today's performance. We do have one player in the first game that's pushing it a little close, so we may have to talk about that. But right now, we don't. Right now, we're pretty much well guaranteed by phone that Juice and his tire problem will be playing the first game. There's a possibility we'll call that scratch out here in, the next 5 minutes or so. But as of right now, he's going to play. Practice, not so much. So as of right now, we have no scratches in today's performance. And as always, we recognize, ladies and gentlemen, that these are trying times for many of us, whether we're sheltering in place still or begun to venture out or watching too much news or whatever it is. We're glad that we're able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We're very pleased to be able to do that. We really appreciate you tuning in on the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube, or if you're at one of our sister facilities in the Intertrack Wagering Network. So with all this in mind, we ask you to make those wagers as early as possible and sit back and relax, because post time for game number 1, that's the time we begin the first game, is now just 7 minutes away. And while I go check on... He's here? I heard a door open. Sonny's here. That's
Everyone's
Juice's... Actually, his name is Saloni. He goes by Sonny.
What's the nature of Sonny? I feel like I haven't gotten deep into this Sonny nickname yet, or is there anything?
I imagine when he was a kid, because he told me, when I mispronounce Sonny, when I mispronounce Saloni, I think I called him Solani, and he said, no, it's Saloni like bologna.
Maybe you were hungry, thinking of salami, bologna.
No,
you're all over the
So maybe there was something when he was a kid, and they just changed it to Sonny. I don't know. It's a nickname, so it kind of stuck. But he wanted to play under Juice. So Juice's real name is Saloni, but he goes by Sonny, and he plays under Juice.
That's almost as tough as the Kubala Carballo. When they get on
still impossible.
That's still impossible.
I'm sorry. I've been doing it now for 2 years, and when both of them are on the court, good luck trying to announce that.
Yeah, both of us. Fortunately, I haven't had as many opportunities this season. I haven't even done it yet, but when I get my shot, I'll be sure to
next Thursday, because I'm flying the coop. I'm flying the coop
next.
The coop
will be in the Caymans.
Something
like that.
It's a funny thing. We hit 1,000, and I'm still waiting for my bonus. Scott hasn't said anything, so I guess we're going to have to call
HR.
No. You go straight to Lefty Moskowitz. Actually, I'm back to Moskowitz now.
Yeah, we've got to go to Lefty.
Go straight to Lefty on that and say, hey.
Scott always folds when he gets in the Lefty's office. Everyone's got a tendency to do that.
Scott never folds on anything, period. Very reasonable, eminently reasonable. Comes up with a lot of really good ideas, too. But
including that high five today.
Doesn't fold. High five's huge. Let me go check on Sonny. You talk about the high five.
Yes, that high five today, I think the carryover going into it, coming out of Sunday, that carryover was $4,800. And we had over $2,400 bet into it on Sunday. So if $2,400, the same amount, was bet into it today, we're looking at a high five, as we said, over $6,000. Could be close to $6,500 and maybe even $7,000 on the high end of that. So that high five is getting up in record territory. SayJai-Alai.com, one of our Fans runs that site. He's got all those high five jackpots up there, and I believe the highest it ever got to last season was at November as the roster really got a lot more even. That's when Ron Ikeda came on the board. Those high fives got increasingly harder to hit, and I think it was about $12,000 that high five got up to last season. So be looking at just under 7,000 today, 6,500, anywhere from that 6,000 to 7,000 range, but nonetheless a nice little payday if you're able to hit that. And look, you don't even have to do anything fancy. You can come up with any 5 numbers, 1 through 8, just throw it on a dartboard, see what you land with, and see if that'll get you that $7,000. There's some people that got a science to it, but it's really not that complicated. $1 and you could come walk away with that 6,000-7,000 today. Could be a good day for you.
And I went to check, and he was right in front of me. So we definitely have no scratches. So this is juice warming up. We'll see how the pressure of a flat tire racing to get here. He's going to get a couple minutes of practice. Yeah, he's going to get about 5 minutes of practice here. So we'll see how that affects how he's able to catch and throw in the first game. Watch, he'll win.
I was going to say he's either coming out running a perfect game here or it's tough. And also, Thursday we talk about how sometimes it's one of the toughest days of the week, getting your feet back under you first day after a couple days out. So we'll see how that factors into it as well. And before we get into game number 1, let's explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of our performance today. They will feature spectacular 7 scoring. What does that mean? Here's this video that will explain it for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
So into week 8 of our Jai-Alai season here. Can't believe we're 7 weeks down already. And we'll update you on the standings going into week number 8. So still atop that leaderboard for singles here at Magic City. If you've followed along with us since the start of the season, we do keep our singles and doubles statistics separately here. So this is singles only, singles play on the season. Douglas in the lead, last year's singles champion, keeping pace here. He's got 30 wins to start this season, winning at a clip of over 35%. Still very impressive for Douglas, coming in the money in just under 62% of his games. Terrific follow-up to his first season. And then in second place, you got Ikeda. He's got 28 wins. And followed by Ikeda in third place, you got a new face in the top 3. That was Tennessee, coming off an absolutely incredible week for him. 7 singles victories to go along with his play in doubles with Bueno. First guy to knock out one of those Davey 3 in the top 3 of those standings. So now Douglas, Ikeda, Tennessee, those top 3. You'll see Tennessee first action in game number 2. He's the first guy you will see in the top 3 there. And Stu, should expect exactly the same from Tennessee. He's been very consistent all season, been playing well, both singles and doubles, and his catching has just been phenomenal.
Concentrate on the catching, focus on the basics, keep the ball in the court. Really don't try anything fancy because there's no reason to. Yeah. And we should see, his progress since year 1 has been absolutely consistent.
Yeah, and I would say even from year 2 to year 3, it's been a massive leap
more
as well.
Effective. Yeah. Again, as we talked about, we'll talk about later, is that the problem with Tennessee is he's got this goofy Jai-Alai form. So it makes it hard to see how well he's actually doing. But with that, let's get to the games. Let's begin game number 1. We are ready to begin game number 1, a spectacular 7. singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 1 begins today's Mighty Ocho. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1, number 26, Lamonte. In our first matchup of the day, Lamonte serves to Assier in the blue of Post 2. There's the serve. We begin game 1. Scoop by Lamonte. Back to the inside he goes. Assier for the rebote. Ball tipped at the 9 line, point 2. 2 first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of Post 3. Here's number 10, Juice. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That past the 7 on the serve. This point goes to Post 3. In this matchup, Juice serves to CRB. CRB comes over the top. Picata brought down at the 13 line by Juice. Juice comes low and hard from the right side. Great catch by Juice. Nice throw. Ball tipped. And he jumped out of the way, too. Point 3. 3 now serves to the black shirt of Post 5. Receiving, Cool Fitness. Over serve. Point 5. In this next matchup, Cool Fitness serves to Legend in the yellow of Post 6. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive, pink shirt of Post 7. Here's number 29, Vuelo. Under serve, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of Post 8, number 30, Diaz. There's an overserve. Point 8. First round's complete. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, Lamonte. Rebote left side from his knees. Diaz is back up. Lamonte's there. Good catch by Diaz. Backhand to the inside. Rebote by Lamonte. Lamonte from the forehand at the 11 line. Great catch by Diaz. Hard throw from the forehand for Diaz. Diaz looked like he was throwing the 2-all, put it back inside where it scored. Point 8. Receiving, Post 2, Assier. Scoop attempt missed, point 2. In this matchup, we have Asier serving to CRB. CRB from the left side. Ball tipped by Asier at the 10 line. Point 4. Receiving, post 3, Juice. Powerful forehand throw by Juice to score on the inside, point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 5. Cool Fitness. Juice moved in, then throws a 2-all rebote to score. Wow. Nicely thrown, point 3. Possible game point for the white shirt at post 3, Juice. Trying to stop him, Legend. Juice from the forehand at the 11 line. Long carom. Beautifully thrown by Juice to score. Point and game, and probably a new tire for the white shirt at post 3, Juice. The playoff for second and third place, 8 serves to 2. Point and place to post 8, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish, 3-8-2. Results from Game 1 are official. Coming in first, post 3, Juice. Taking second, post 8, Diaz. Coming in third, post 2, Asier. There are your prices from game number 1. The $2 Quinello 3-8. That's first and second in any order, so 3-8 or 8-3, $35.20. The trifecta 3-8-2. That's first, second, and third place finishing, $536. Nice way to start off this Thursday matinee. And the first number for today's Mighty Ocho, the number 3. Up next, Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 2, just 7 minutes away. And no, that was not a prediction that Juice was going to win. It was more of a...
more of a joke.
Well, yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, okay, so we talk quite a bit about the mental aspects of this game. So, did they know that they have to be here on time? There's a potential for a fine. As we pointed out, we've been doing quite a few less fines. He called. I was actually driving in. He called and said he was broken down on 95 with flat tire, had to try to change it or get some air into it, one or the other. So we were counting down the time. 10 minutes before we started, he still wasn't here. Didn't have time to get on the court. So, 1, didn't have time to practice, but 2, whatever pressure he was under to get here seems to have gotten him focused because he played actually pretty well.
Right, I was going to say there's probably more pressure to not be late than actually get on the court and perform out there in game 1. You know, you're probably a little nervous. You don't want to miss that first game of the week. And game number 1, you got to be there. You go out there. I mean, that was for him. That was probably a lot of fun. I mean, he had all that pressure coming in, thought he was going to be late, builds up in your chest there. He comes out there, he was just relaxed and played good highlight.
There's a rule that we've gone back and forth with, and this is really just purely from a management standpoint, is so if someone misses the first game, do you scratch them for a game or do you scratch them for the entire performance? Old school, you miss your game, you're scratched for the entire performance. It's not even so much of a punishment as much as, I mean, years ago before, of course, Intertrack and people betting online and all that other stuff, when you had people in-house, it could be a little confusing to see a player one game and not see him another game.
Right.
And also to make sure that you use the official substitute in each game. So there are some of these old school rules that I still do personally believe in. Our rule here is that, if you do miss the first game, we are going to scratch you for the performance. But there's flexibility with it. There's absolutely flexibility with it. So in that case, he made it here, did not scratch, didn't have to scratch for the entire performance, and won the game.
Certainly took advantage of it. And now before we get into our second game of the afternoon, we've got another one of those videos. This one is going to explain how to win and lose those matchups in highlight. Take a look.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
You got to admit, Stu, we got some of the best fans in the game now. They're telling us about fantasy highlight, a little mishaps there with the website. We've got that resolved, by the way. Sorry about that.
You've only been around for a year. Highlight fans will tell you everything.
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 Well, the most impressive...
They will tell you They'll tell you when you're doing something wrong. They'll tell you when the players are doing something wrong. They'll tell you when marketing's doing something wrong. They'll tell you when management's doing something wrong.
Honestly, look, this is good because it means that, clearly Michael wants to play and there's other people that are very interested in playing. They want to make sure those lineups are locked and no one's getting an advantage there because, look, I mean, if you take Juice there, $2 value, he gets you 5 quick points. That's a nice hot start to the week there for you. So
now, I will say this, on the positive side, oftentimes when highlight fans like something, they will also let you know.
They do.
Which means that they're ultimately fair. Which means that sometimes it does come down to opinion. Other times it's, we respectfully have to disagree. There's certain things from a management standpoint that I think, especially anyone who's interacted with me when I worked at other places which were a little bit more complex as far as the business part of it.
Yeah.
Like the big
picture.
The big ship of Miami Highlight and Florida Gaming, and that was just kind of it was a phenomenal company to work for, great people to work with, but often difficult.
Right.
Very, very, very difficult.
A lot of people,
and going broke. And so
that'll do it.
Yeah, you need to do more marketing. Well, we need to pay the last people that we try to market with. So, and constantly juggling those balls. So there were a lot of times where, no, I'm not going to give you insight into that. But, I've always tried to operate under a high degree of transparency with everybody. It's just, if you're not lying about anything, if you're not doing anything wrong, there's really no reason to lie.
Right, and it looks a little look, Juice comes in a couple minutes later, it's like, oh, why is he late? Look, guy lost it, he got a flat tire. It happens to any one of us, and then it looks a little shady if you're, maybe trying to hide it, like, why? Look, call it what it is, got a flat tire, he's out there, puts on a performance there in game one, and I think they really appreciate that. There's nothing that we're trying to hide and nothing about that.
No, and the truth is, you don't know how that's going to go. You don't know if the pressure and anxiety of getting here is going to throw off his game and he's not going to be able to catch a ball. Right. Or if he's going to be awake and focused and come through the door and catch it. I mean, who knows? Right. Who knows? We have less than a minute till we begin game 2. We are ready to begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving the red shirt at post 1, we have number 29, Vuelo, receiving in the blue at post 2, Ben. Vuelo serves. We begin game 2. Ben's backhand, too low. Off the bat, point 1. Vuelo first up on the board in our second game. This next matchup has Vuelo serving to Cool Fitness in the white shirt at post 3. It's a hard backhand to the inside. Vuelo's there. Good catch on the forehand of Cool Fitness. Rebote left side. 2-all does not cut out. Cool Fitness is there. Ball ruled tip, first time round. Ball ruled tip, first time round.
Get the fuck out of here.
Point 3. Green shirt at post 4, Legend receives. Point 3. Three serves, post 5, Tennessee. Good effort by Cool Fitness. That ball landed out, point 5. Here's CRB, yellow shirt of post 6. Excellent serve by Tennessee. Is going to score, point 5. Here's post 7, Jedden. Ball tipped by Tennessee at the 8 line, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, El Barba. Ball tipped by Jed in midcourt. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, Ben. El Barba with a nice forehand. Good catch by Ben. Ben with a Dejada from the 9 line. That's a bold shot to try to throw a Dejada that far back. It scored. Point 2. Here's post 1, Vuelo. Powerful backhand by Vuelo. Good catch by Ben. Ben's backhand hits the pad. Point 1. Wong with 3 points. Here's post 4, Legend. Catch by Legend on the forehand. Tip ball, 11 line, point 4. Receiving, post 3, Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Legend. Fine rebote by Cool Fitness. Legend's there. Karam does not cut out. Cool Fitness scoops it on the right side. That scores point 3. Cool Fitness has 4 points. He serves to post 6, CRB. Catch by CRB. Point 6. Sixers, post 5, Tennessee. Underserve. Point 5. Receiving, post 7, the pink shirt, Jedin. Nice rebote by Tennessee. Good catch by Jedin. Picada, the big bounce, brought down by Tennessee. Tennessee, good effort and 2 crashes into the sidewall, but did not make the catch. Point 7. Back and ready to receive, post 8, El Barba. Dejada ruled to have touched the pad. Point 7. Possible game point for post 7. Jedin trying to stop him. Post 2. Ben. Catch by Jedin. Almost. Point 2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1. Vuelo. Point 2. Possible game point for post 2. Ben trying to stop him. Legend. Good catch by Ben. The low backhand. Touch the pad, out of play. Point 4, play continues. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 3, Cool Fitness. Over serve. Point 3. Possible game point here for post 3. Cool Fitness trying to stop him. Post 6. Legend. CRB. Placement to the inside, picked up by CRB. CRB sent that one to the overhead screen. Point end game, white shirt, a post 3. Cool Fitness. No playoff here, 2 places, 7 shows. Unofficial order finish 3-2-7.
And results of Game 2 are now official. 3-2-7 is the finish. $2 Canela, 2-3, 29.60. That exacta 3-2 comes in 87 even. $2 try, 3-2-7, 592.40. 50-cent price, 148.10. Again, consolation in the win. No one had the 3 to win. Nobody had the 3 to win there, so consolation in the win. Make sure to don't throw out those tickets. And up next, folks, we've got game number 3. Game 3, our first doubles game of the day. And more importantly, the start of that high five. The high five carryover, $4,800 going into today. And last Sunday, this past Sunday, we had about $2,500 bet into that. So if you add 25 to that 4,800, a little quick math here, certainly over that $6,000, maybe $6,500, maybe even $7,000 today for that high five, one of the highest that jackpot has ever gotten to here at Magic City. And if you'd like to play the high five, it's only $1 bet. You just got to pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you get all of those winners and you happen to be the only ticket, again, you have to be the only ticket and get all 5 of those winners, you will take home whatever's in that carryover plus whatever is bet into it today, which should be over $6,000, comfortably over $6,000, maybe even close to $7,000 again. And we got a couple minutes to the start of game number 3, meaning you got a couple minutes to get those final high five bets in for the matinee.
Welcome to another week of the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai Rebote Recap. Currently holding on to the top spot on the leaderboard is still number 13, Douglas. The Wonder Boy continues to pour it on in 2020, maintaining his stronghold on first place after adding 4 more victories in Week 7. Douglas now sits at an even 30 singles wins. However, that's just 2 ahead of his roommate and coffee connoisseur, number 23, Ikeda. The Cuban coffee was flowing through the barista this week as he compiled a quite impressive stat line of 5 wins and a 75% in the money clip. With his collection of 28 victories so far, if Ikeda maintains this torrent pace, he may just eclipse the reigning singles champ Douglas in this 2020 singles championship race. After 7 weeks of play in the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai season, we finally have a shakeup within the top 3 singles championship standings. Just a short margin behind Ikeda is the newest face to crack the top 3, our Week 7 Golden Cesta winner, Tennessee. Number 37 displayed what we believe to be the best stretch of Jai-Alai play we've seen from him so far. The pitcher for the 1999 national champion baseball team steamrolled his competition in the early and middle games with a combination of phenomenal catching and overall consistent play. He ended the week with a roster high of 7 wins, his first Golden Cesta of the 2020 season, and the 3rd place spot in the singles championship race. Not half bad for the most lovable guy on the roster, Tennessee. We are in the final stretch of the first doubles tournament of the 2020 Doubles Championship Series. The team of Douglas and Lamonte made quite a statement in Week 7. After an uninspired showing in Week 6, Douglas and Lamonte came back to the fronton with a vengeance. They successfully tightened their grip on the lead, shutting the door on the possibility of any opposing team taking over their top spot anytime soon. Douglas and Lamonte separated themselves from the pack with a total of 6 wins and 72% in the money finishes in Week 7. They now have a total of 26 wins in the first doubles tournament of the 2020 series. Bueno and Tennessee still have a slim chance of capturing first place, but if they continue at their Week 7 rate of 3 total wins a week, it won't be enough to keep up with the current leaders. Although they do stand at an impressive mark of 19 doubles victories, Bueno and Tennessee are now 7 games behind Douglas and Lamonte, with only a limited amount of games remaining. Still lingering in contention for second place are the teams of Carballo and Juice and Asier and Kubala, who are going into Week 8 with 12 and 11 wins respectively. The closing weeks of each doubles tournament always brings out the best and most competitive play from every team, so we recommend that you stay tuned on the Jai-Alai Channel. You never know what might happen until it does. We'd like to give a big congratulations to this week's fantasy winner, Team Tay. Watch our weekly fantasy review on YouTube or our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on Tay's winning Week 7 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so even if you miss out on one week, you can come back or join at any time. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league and get in on all the action. This week's Rebote play goes to number 3, Carballo. Though he has a knack for theatrics on the court, Carballo's never-die attitude has earned him back-to-back 3-win weeks to the tune of 13 wins for the season. It seems like last year's 3rd-place singles finisher is finally starting to get his groove in this 2020 season. With the touch of his signature flair, Carballo wowed everyone, yes, even Stu, with this one-handed diving Rebote 2-wall save in the final doubles game of the week. We have a feeling you'll be rewatching this one more than a few times. Feast your eyes on the Rebote play of the week.
Elbar was there. Carballo. Wow. What a rebote by Carballo. That was something else.
I'm glad the people got to get another look at that Carballo Rebote play of the week, one-handed. And if you go back to the call for that one, even Stu, as we said, yes, even Stu was thoroughly impressed by that one-handed move. Not guy for the fancy stuff, but hey, if it works, it works. That was the only way he could get assessed on it to dig it out, and awesome save. Probably the best one of the year, as we are now into the first doubles game of the day, game number 3.
We're ready to begin our 3rd game. This also begins the High Five Jackpot. Jackpot growing, looking at $6,500 in there right now. Plus, spectacular 7 doubles match. CRB Vuelo serve, Cool Fitness Jedden receive. CRB serves, we begin game 3. Ball tipped at the 12 line. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our 3rd game. White shirts oppose 3. Diaz and Anderluck receive. Anderlecht opens up on the forehand. Cool Fitness with a good catch. Jedden from the 7 line. He goes deep. Caught by Anderluck. Anderluck from the 12 line. Backhand. Jedden reaching up. Makes the catch. Robote left side. Diaz is there, winds up. Back to the inside he goes. Big bounce. Brought down by Cool Fitness. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Cool Fitness. That's a great catch. Anderluck, difficult catch at the side wall. Back to the inside. Robote forehand. Tejada to the inside. Not soft enough. Cool Fitness is there. Scoop by Anderluck. Hard throw. Robote lands in and scores. That is a really well played point by all four players on this court. Point 2. In this matchup, Jedden serves to the green shirts opposed 4, Juice and Carballo. Good throw by Carballo, scores to the inside, point 4. Black shirts opposed 5 receive, El Barba and Ben. El Barba picks the serve. Strong backhand follows. Robote coming out. Carballo pushed Juice out of the way, and Ben catches it. Ben from the left side. Strong backhand. Carballo makes the catch. Ben from the forehand. High to the front wall. Big bounce brought down by Carballo. What a catch by Ben. He holds it, showing good control. Gets it over Carballo's head. Juice for the Robote. Ball tipped in the front court. Point 5. Now receiving the yellow shirts, opposed 6, Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas starts with a powerful backhand. Ben catches it. Douglas from the forehand. Over the top. El Barba catches it. Douglas down low, makes the catch. Another powerful backhand. Caught by Ben. This one escapes from Ben's forehand and hits the overhead screen. Point 6. In this matchup, we have Lamonte serving to the pink shirts opposed 7, Asier and Kubala. Great throw by Kubala to the corner. Douglas is there. Douglas comes strong from the left side. Douglas from the forehand at the 12 line. Powerful forehand, gets away from Douglas to the overhead screen. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts of Post 8, Bueno and Tennessee. Tennessee moves up to make the catch. There's a hard throw from the forehand. Nice backhand by Tennessee. Good catch by Kubala. Bueno, midcourt. Nice left side. Tennessee with a great catch deep behind the 13 line. Tennessee with a hop makes the catch. He comes strong from the right side. Ball rule tipped by Kubala first time round, point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. CRB and Vuelo return. Rebote by Bueno missed midcourt, point one. Receiving, post three, the white shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Rebote by CRB right up the middle. Anderluck's there. Hard throw by Anderluck, tipped in the backcourt, point three. Three serves, post two. Returning to the court, we have Jedden and Cool Fitness. Scoop attempt tipped by Anderluck, point two. Green shirts at post four received. Juice and Carballo. Powerful backhand throw by Carballo. Rebote, swing and a miss on the rebote, point four. Juice and Carballo have 3 points. In this matchup, they serve Del Barba and Ben. Ben with a powerful backhand to the inside. Carballo showing good control in that rebote. It's a hard throw by El Barba. Good catch by Carballo. El Barba midcourt. Hard backhand. Carballo out to the 7 line to make that rebote. Great catch by Ben. Carballo from the forehand. Ben with another good catch. Carballo again on the forehand. Ben from the left side. Low and hard. Taken in the air by Carballo. Carballo goes deep. Rebote coming way out. Rebote to the outside. Catch on the forehand of Carballo. Ben with a juggle and a drop. Well played. Point four. Possible game point for the green shirts of post four. Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. Lamonte and Douglas. A powerful, powerful forehand by Douglas. Douglas at the 6 line. Goes deep again. Carballo at the 2 line or something like that. Tejada Rebote scores. Point in game. Green shirts at post 4. 4 wins at 2 places. 1 serves to 3. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Three gets 3rd place. Unofficial order of finish 4-2-3. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Juice and Carballo. Taking second, post 2, Cool Fitness and Jedden. Coming in third, post 3, Diaz and Anderluck. And the prices are up. Game 3, the Quinella, 2-4. That's 2-4 or 4-2, 102.60. Nice Quinella. And maybe this is one of the games where I say Quinella, so I don't, offend too many people.
That's not what you call a Quinella. It's a Quinella.
Moving on. Trifecta, 423. 295.80. And there's a consolation in the win pool. No one had 4 to win. Surprising no one had 4 to win, but no one had 4 to win. So 2 to win, returning $13. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 4. 7 minutes away.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a highlight glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho, this is Steve-O, this is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees.
The ball is called a pelota.
Lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And so a big result coming out of that doubles game. We hadn't had a chance to update those standings going into game number 3, but going into it, Douglas and Lamonti were in the lead. They had 26 wins, and this was in this first doubles tournament, all part of the championship doubles series here at Magic City Jai-Alai. So how it's going to work, we'll have 3 tournaments throughout the duration of our entire season. This first one has just this week and next week left to go. Only 2 weeks left in this first doubles tournament, and Douglas and Lamonti in the lead. They had 26. They are 7 lengths ahead of the team of Tennessee and Bueno in second place, who had 19. And we only pay out the top 2 spots in those doubles. So first and second, first place gets $10,000 split amongst the 2, and then second place team gets $5,000. So 26, 19, and then Carballo and Juice, a nice win for them. They were the only other team that maybe had an outside chance. Carballo is a guy that, we've seen in singles. He can go on a run in there, playing a little more selfish in that doubles game, but got the win there nonetheless. They are now 6 games behind Tennessee and Bueno, so it's 26, 19, and 13 for those doubles. So a little separation in those double standings, but the only team with an outside chance gets the win there in game number 3. And one of the top doubles teams as well, probably for the high 5 in the post 4. Probably a good start for a lot of people out there for the high 5 as well.
No, and obviously, should the back quarter be at the 2 line? No, he should not be at the 2 line. Juice has got a sufficient enough for Bote to actually make that.
Right.
And that is, we talk about it almost every day. It's, we see it with Carballo and Anderluck are the 2 folks that we see it with obviously the most. And this is a leftover feature from kind of like the tailbone in the human.
Sure.
Kind of like the tailbone in the human.
Analogy, yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. When you fracture it, it hurts really bad, and it's very unnecessary. So, that's actually a very good analogy.
Yeah,
that was pretty random.
Is fresh. That's how we're reacting this way. That's
that's left over from our first year when we paired a stronger player with a weaker player. We obviously still do that. And the stronger player, either thinking about the money or the win or the whatever it is, just feels that they have to take over because they don't have confidence. They don't.
And it's a trust thing, really. Yeah.
It is absolutely it's very much a trust thing. So as far as, the one thing you pointed out, that the one thing that Carballo is particularly good at, though, I mean, he is good at if his front quarter does screw something up or just makes a mistake or drops the ball or something like that, he is real good about as they're coming off the court, he makes sure he gets their attention, gives them positive feedback, and so Carballo is really good about that. But it's funny because before in highlight, we would refer to someone potentially as a ball hog or something like that, or constantly calling other.
Yeah.
This is a whole other level.
Yeah.
Now front court. I mean, would you see Storza or Lopez at the two? No.
No. Yeah, they would never.
It just wouldn't happen.
Seven.
It would
high?
also
Yeah.
make for a very difficult conversation back in the cage. Or the locker room. Definitely in the locker room.
Well, right. It's a little different. You're saying the typical, doubles at other highlight, they assign front quarters and back quarters and they just pair them together. They don't keep their same partner. So you're saying, I mean, in that situation, if you have a guy that you're paired with for one day and you're stealing all the balls from him, you're probably going to hear about it coming off the court.
Well, and also
that's what's a little different here.
the thing for me is that, as this program is still developing and these players are still developing too, I want to see Juice go for that. I want to see Diaz going for that. I want to see them calling their backcourt off and saying no.
Right.
I
put their foot down and they have to improve it well, and that's only going to help them get
they've
better.
They've got to throw the rebote. Conversely, when there's $10,000 on the line, what do you say? You say, don't do that because it's not good highlight etiquette, and then you can't show them the book on highlight etiquette.
the one buried away.
But you can make the deposit for $5,000 and teach their accounts if they win. So it's a bit of a catch-22. We have less than a minute to go before we begin Game 4. Game 4 does begin today's Pick 3. Game 4 is scratch-free.
All right, let's go.
This begins Game 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, we have Cool Fitness. Receiving blue at post 2, Legend. Point 1. Cool Fitness first up on the board in our fourth game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Ball tipped. Point 1. That'll bring up the green shirt at post 4. Here's number 31, Assier. Good catch by Assier on the left side. Hard backhand to the inside. That's going to score. Point 4. Our next matchup has Assier serving to the black shirt of post 5, Lamonte. Point 5. Yellow shirt at post 6 receives. Here's CRB. Lamonte with a hard throw high to the front wall from the right side. Nice rebote forehand by CRB. Lamonte's there. Hard throw to the inside. Gonna score for Lamonte. Well thrown, point 5. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving to the pink shirt of post 7, Juice. Low, hard backhand taken on the forehand of Lamonte. Lamonte goes low and inside. Juice is there. Juice comes back hard. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt at post 8, Diaz. Diaz from the backhand. Nice second effort to try to make that rebote by Juice. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2, Legend. Rebote 2-all does not cut out, but it does score. 0.2. Legend has 2 points. He serves in this matchup to the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Over serve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7 on the serve. 0.3. El Barba with 2 points. Serving to post 1, Cool Fitness. Underserve. The opposite of an overserve. 0.1. Here's Asier in the green shirt at post 4. Nice backhand by Asier. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Hard backhand by Cool Fitness. Rebote forehand by Asier. He's up. Cool Fitness has the ball. Strong backhand. Rebote left side. Missed. 0.1. Possible game point for Cool Fitness in the red shirt at post 1. Trying to stop him. Post 6. The yellow shirt. CRB. Rebote left side to the overhead screen. 0.6. Play continues in our fourth game. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 5, Lamonte. Overserve, 0.5. Post 7 receives. Juice. A hard throw by Juice. That scores. 0.7. Here's post 8, Diaz. Diaz from the forehand comes strong. Juice takes it in the air. Backhand 2-alls out to the rebote. Rebote to the outside. Scores on the second bounce. 0.8. Diaz with 3 points, serving to post 2, Legend. Rebote left side by Diaz. Big bounce to the inside. Scores. 0.8. Possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8, Diaz. Trying to stop him. Post 3, El Barba. Catch by Diaz. El Barba with the catch. Diaz for the rebote. Hit the pad. 0.3. El Barba with 4 points, serving to the 4 post. Here's Asier. Point 4. Returning with possible game point is the red shirt of post 1, Cool Fitness. There's a hard throw by Cool Fitness. Robote to the overhead screen. Point and game. Red shirt of post 1. Cool Fitness. 1 wins it 8 places. This is a playoff for 3rd place. 5 serves to 3. Robote for Lamonte. Mid-court placement. El Barba picks it up. Catch by Lamonte on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. El Barba for the Robote. Catch by Lamonte. Carom by Lamonte. Scores. That is point and a 3rd place finish to post 5. Lamonte. Unofficial order finish. 1-8-5. Results from Game 4 are official. Coming in first, post 1, Cool Fitness. Taking second, post 8, Diaz. Coming in third, post 5, Lamonte. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. There's your moment. $2 quinella. 1-8. That's 1-8 or 8-1. First and second in any order. $42. Trifecta 185 612 60. First number for today's pick 3, number 1. Up next, Game 5. It's the second of our 3 doubles games in today's performance, part of the Doubles Championship Series here at Magic City Jai-Alai. 10,000. Well, it's actually 10 and 5, so $15,000 on the line. 10,000 for first, 5,000 for second. Split, of course, between the front quarter and back quarter. Post time now just 7 minutes away.
Shout out to this week's fantasy winner, Tay. Tay scored a total of 118 points with the roster of singles players Tennessee, Osier, and Juice, and doubles team Douglas and Lamonte. The doubles pairing of Douglas and Lamonte proved they were worth the $9 price tag, turning out to be the biggest contributors to the team. They led the league roster in total scoring with 48 points for the week. Tay also nailed down the Week 7 Golden Cesta winner, Tennessee, who came in at a value of $8 and scored a career high of 46 fantasy points for the week. To put that in perspective, the only other player that came even close to Tennessee's singles output was the maximum $10 value player, Ikeda. And to round it out, the dollar menu gave Tay a whole new meaning to Happy Meal, collecting a combined 24 points from Juice and Asier. Asier's 16 points in particular outscored the likes of Ben and Legend, both $5 players, and Bueno, an $8 player. With this win, Team Tay now also has a chance for the overall prize at the end of the season. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back or join for free at any time. Draft your team and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube. More details regarding the Fantasy League can be found on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And every week is a new opportunity to play that Fantasy Jai-Alai game. Go to fantasyhighlight.com. You can set your lineup every week. New prices, new stats. Those are updated for you each week. And you have until the first performance, which is Thursday at noon, to get those lineups in. How it works, you get 4 players and a $21 budget. 3 of those players must be singles. 1 is a doubles team. And all you got to do is stay within that $21 budget. And then each time your player gets out on the court, he gets a win, you get 5 points. Each place, meaning second place finish, he gets 3 points. Third place, he gets 2, and then a quad finish, they get 1 point, and then whoever's got the most at the end of the week, which for last week was Tay. Congratulations to our Week 7 winner for Fantasy Jai-Alai. We've got contests, as we said, going throughout the season. Through the month of June, we got one more hat coming up to the prize, the winner for this week, and then next week's winner, we conclude our doubles tournament next week. So next week's winner will get a hat signed by the championship doubles team for that first tournament. So that's going to be a nice bigger prize. And then as the season progresses, those prizes are going to keep getting, hopefully, probably, going to get better and better. And we got an overall prize for the person that takes home the most weeks overall in that fantasy. And a quick little fact about this week for fantasy. Yes, no dollar menu. You're seeing that this week. You ran the numbers on that dollar menu, and you got to keep it fair in terms of a point per cost metric. And this is getting very deep into it. So if you divide the total points by the player's cost, at the beginning of the week, it should be relatively similar for all those players. You don't want anyone to have a statistical advantage that way. And you saw with those $1 players, a guy like Asier, as a $1 value, scored 16 points last week. His point per cost is, he gets 16 points per dollar, which was astronomically higher than a lot of those other things. So still working out the kinks in the fantasy. So no more dollar menu. Now we got the value menu. Anyone under $3, I'd say, is the value menu now. So no more dollar menu. It is the value menu.
See, and did you notice my eyes glaze over?
You did.
Not because I wasn't interested, but because you went into math.
And then
it was interesting, but as soon as you said divide this by this, I went boop,
point
done.
per cost. Yeah, that's a metric I had to
done.
make.
And it's got nothing to do with you. And obviously, I know that it's important. I just know that I'm not. In my brain starts. He said, "Oh, that's division." No, I'm sorry, we don't do that. Let's look at the 12 line on the court. It's a nice 12 line. It's yellow.
They could teach like a whole college course on math, like a fantasy numbers class, and then you feel like you get a lot of kids that are interested in sports, and then you could keep all the questions themed to that. And it's like some of the type of math.
Some of the Jai-Alai fans that I talk that I've listened to over the years will talk about their simulation programs.
Oh my god, yeah.
And they say, "Oh no, I've done 1.2 million simulations." It's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, so you've put Asier and Anderluck into a computer, and a million times it'll tell you what it does.
It's I think basically what it is they have their overall win percentages, and then they factor that with the post position, because each post position, obviously you're in the earlier post positions, it's more of an advantage. We talked about that a little bit. So there's got to be some sort of multiplication between those two numbers based on how they get their combinations. I mean, and it really differs. I mean, day to day, it really is a big impact, and especially with scratches too. I mean, that was a big part of it.
See, and then there's something that throws it off. It's like for instance, let's talk about Ben. And no matter what you're doing with Ben, the fact that Ben's playing with a new cesta, and now people who know Jai-Alai go, "Oh, wait a minute, that's why he threw it into the pad. That's why it escaped into the pad." Yes, many times cestas, when they're brand new, easier to throw with, more difficult to catch with. In this case, the cesta that he's playing with has slightly less hook. Not less hook. So the same motion that he engages in, it's a very repetitive motion, like a golf swing. It would be changing like the pitch on the head of a club.
Yeah,
I made a golf reference.
And that would
see what I did there?
And right, I mean, there's a lot of factors with that. I mean, spin, height, I mean, everything in that.
So the same motion that he swings his arms on the left side to throw that reverse, the ball's coming lower and goes, because why would any player throw it into the pad? Who you see Ben throwing as hard as anyone else throws out here and catching. in this regard, he hasn't had so much a difficult time catching. Throwing has been a bit of an issue, but he seems to be adjusting pretty well.
Yeah, we'll see. And obviously, I mean, it's been, you got both extremes there. You got a couple that were low and then threw on up high. So, usually when that happens, a guy with the skill level of Ben, usually another factor going on with something like equipment there, and we'll see how quickly he can make that adjustment. Although that team of Ben and El Barba, probably not a hot pick for those high fives anyway. Been struggling to get in the win column, and then here in post 7. We'll see how it plays out for game number 5.
Ready to begin game 5, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of post 1, Juice and Carballo. Our first matchup has Juice serving to the blue shirts of post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. Carballo, 2-all rebote, off the court. Point 2. Two first up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, Bueno and Tennessee. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 2. In this matchup, Lamonte will serve to the green shirts of post 4. We have Assier and Kubala receiving. Douglas from the 13 line. Comes out strong. Rebote for Assier. Hook to the pad, point 2. Two on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5. CRB and Vuelo receive. Sidearm carom does not open up. Douglas is there. Hard throw by Douglas. Scores. Point 2. Two with 4 points. Here's post 6. Receiving Arjedin and Cool Fitness. Catch on the left side of Douglas. He goes deep. Caught by Cool Fitness. Douglas moves up. Hard backhand rebote coming out. Douglas on Jedin on the run. Missed the rebote. Point 2. Two on the board with 5 points. Here's post 7. In the pink shirts, we have El Barba and Ben. Over serve. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of post 8. Diaz and Anderluck receive. Long carom by Anderluck, scores perfect. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, post 1, Juice and Carballo. Overserve, point 1. One on the board with 2 points, serving to post 3. And the white shirts, Bueno and Tennessee receive. Carballo from the left side. Catch on the forehand of Tennessee. Carballo from the 8 line. Rebote by Bueno. It's a 2-all. Carballo. Point 1. Here's post 4, Asier and Kubala. Carballo from the 7 line on the forehand. Kubala, swing and a miss, point 1. Possible game point, red shirts, a post 1. Trying to stop them, CRB, Vuelo. Half carom. Does not cut out. Good catch by Vuelo. Sidearm on the side wall. Carballo will let it pass the Rebote. Good catch by CRB. Vuelo from the forehand. Sidearm carom does not open up. Carballo's there. Vuelo, great catch. Hard throw. Caught by Carballo. Excellent catch by Vuelo. Too hard on the forehand. Point of game, post 1. 2 places, 7 serves to 8, show point. What a catch by Diaz. Nice backhand. Caught by Ben way up high. Anderluck on the catch. Rebote by El Barba. Anderluck from the forehand. Dropped it. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 7, the pink shirts. El Barba and Ben. Results are official from Game 5. Coming in first, post 1, Juice and Carballo. Taking second, post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. Coming in third, post 7, El Barba and Ben. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. $2 quinella. That's 1-2, 1-2 or 2-1, 26.40. Trifecta 127, 259.40. That's first, second, and third place finishing. Second number for the pick 3, the number 1. Up next, game number 6. Spectacular 7 singles match. Game 6 closes out the pick 3. Post time. 7 minutes away.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The
players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire. This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father. Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle. And if you would like to rent it for $5, there is a link, MagicCityCasino.com, under the Highlight tab. That link will take you directly to the site, or just type MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. It'll take you to the site where, again, you can purchase it. $5 fee, one-time purchase, and then from there you can enjoy it, as many times as you like.
Andrew, are you a cologne person?
A cologne person?
Yes.
I am not a cologne person. I sometimes enjoy the scent of it. That's an interesting. Please, where's the nature of this question?
Well, I went under my sink, and I was looking at, cologne. Usually,
sure.
Yeah, that's the morning routine. Shower, shave, come out, deodorant, whatever else you might apply.
Sure.
And cologne on the way out. But so there's a scent that you put, and you go through periods where you have different scents. I literally have a bottle of cologne that I was given as a gift when I was 13 in 1982. I still have like a little bit left in the bottle. Yeah. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that, over the years you go through different scents. Sometimes people who traveled like buying colognes, and you could buy colognes in the Caribbean, for instance, that you couldn't buy elsewhere. So colognes were always like this interesting thing. And you collect like a whole bunch of different bottles. Some of it you smell and you're like, why would I ever buy that? So I have this bottle that's 2/3 full, right?
It's a lot.
And I remember it was hard to find like in 88. I throw the name into eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A little bottle that's like 3 ounces is going for like $400.
You got to resell that.
No, I like the way that it smells. I looked at that, I was like, no, this has got to be kidding. And so then I looked at a couple other things. Yeah. I got like $2,000 worth of old cologne under my sink,
just sitting there. You got to liquidate.
And
the
bottles
assets,
bottles aren't even selling for. It doesn't even have to be a full bottle. There's some scents that have gone out of business, or that they stopped making. That
people are very particular about their scent. Absolutely.
And this particular bottle that I found, it was actually came out in 1968. So I was born in 69.
Yeah.
The bottle of cologne came out. Now, that's not when I bought this bottle. I bought this bottle sometime in the early 80s, something like that. But that was it. I got another bottle and just set it back there. So interesting find. I never knew that colognes did that type of
their value.
Exactly.
Like gold. Yeah, it just goes up over time.
Now, I don't like it enough to spend $400 on like another bottle of it, but I think I might use it sparingly.
Right. I think the reason that I kind of responded in such a weird way, I got a horror story with cologne. I went to a store one time.
I'm feeling an allergic reaction coming.
I went to, I think it was at a Nordstrom with my mom. She was just looking around. I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And there was a bottle of cologne on the table. And being the Einstein that I am, and kind of just knocked it off the table, broke everywhere on the ground. My mom just had this look on her face. I'll never forget it. She dragged me out by the arm. And I think to this day, I've never used cologne. So I think that story, when you brought it up, my heart rate just was going. And I don't know if you saw in my eyes.
Anyone who's got any question about psychology, psychiatry, etc., that is that is a classically conditioned response that you had.
Oh my God.
Now you may not know what that you may not theoretically, and it's obviously happened, like a Pavlovian dog. If that bottle of cologne, you don't even have to know the name, if someone was wearing that on a plane next to you and you just sat there smelling it, and all of a sudden your heart rate started going up and say, I'm having a panic attack and I don't know why. You might not associate it with that smell. Your brain would automatically associate it with that smell.
Maybe that's interesting. And also another fact is my golf coach in high school would wear this cologne that smelled like bug spray, like off. So that
maybe
was,
it was golf. Maybe it was off.
Yeah, maybe it was off. So that was the scent. And from there I was like, God, every time he'd like come close, I'm like, God, that's a really like strong scent. It's not bad, but it's got a little hint of bug spray, which is not enjoyable over the long run.
Dead toilette.
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah.
Less than a minute to go till we begin Game 6. Game 6 now just less than a minute away.
All right, let's go.
We're ready to go with Game 6, a spectacular 7. Singles match, played 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, we have Tennessee. Receiving in blue at post 2, Jedden. Powerful backhand by Jedden, a little too hard. That hit the overhead screen. Point 1. White shirts, post 3 receives. Here's Ikeda. Catch by Tennessee on the left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote by Ikeda. Big bounce to the inside. Tennessee probably should have taken that in the air the first time round. Knock on for difficult rebote. Point goes to the 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Carballo. Powerful backhand throw by Carballo. Ikeda, soft 2-all. Carballo read it, stopped it, returns it hard to score, point 4. Now receiving the black shirt of post 5, we have Bueno. Forehand rebote to the outside. Bueno had it, dropped it, point 4. In this next matchup, Carballo serves to the yellow shirt of post 6. Anderluck receives. Long carom thrown perfect again. I mean, that was a beautiful long carom from the forehand of Anderluck to score. Point 6. Here's post 7, Ben. Anderluck from the left side. He goes deep. Rebote coming out. Rebote for Ben at the 7 line. Ben showing a lot of control. Anderluck moving up to take it in the air. Just missed it. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. The purple shirt of post 8 is Ron. Welcome back, Ron. Rebote by Ben just fell short. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2, Jedden. Robote left side to the inside, thrown beautifully by Ron to score, point 8. 8 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 1, Tennessee. Hard Robote thrown by Ron. Good catch by Tennessee. Tennessee goes deep. Robote for Ron. Robote left side by Ron. Point 8. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 8, Ron. Trying to stop him. Post 3, Ikeda. Ikeda makes the catch. He goes deep. Robote forehand by Ron. Gets out of the way. Ikeda's there. Low and inside. Scores. Point 3. Play continues. That was a nice 5 straight points for Ron. 3 with 3 points serving to post 5. Here's Bueno. What a catch by Bueno. Robote coming out to Ikeda at the 8 line. Nice forehand Robote save by Ikeda. Bueno from the 8 line. Drop ball, point 3. Possible game point for Ikeda in the white shirt at post 3. Trying to stop him, Carballo. Powerful backhand by Carballo. Forehand Robote by Ikeda. Carballo let it pass, went for the Robote, threw it in the overhead screen. Even from that view, can't look good. Point in game, ladies and gentlemen. White shirt at post 3, Ikeda. 8 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish, 3-8-4. Results from Game 6 are official. Coming in first, post 3, Ikeda. Taking second, post 8, Ron. Coming in third, post 4, Carballo. 3-8-4, the official order of finish for Game 6. And we'll have your prices up in a moment. And if I was glancing... Let's talk about these prices first, and I'll tell you what I glanced and saw. The pick 3, 113. 3 of 3 numbers returning, $432.80. Pick 3, 113. $432.80. $2 quinella, 3-8. That's 3-8 or 8-3, first and second in any order, $16.40. Trifecta, 3-8-4, $109.80. Up next, Game 7, our third and final doubles match of the afternoon. Spectacular 7 scoring closes out the high 5. We'll see the will pays here in just a minute to see what, if any, numbers are alive in the high 5. So I was glancing by the chat. I noticed that, see, the power of scent is huge. In fact, here's a little neurology lesson. Sure. It's not even a lesson. It's just an interesting tidbit, right? All right. The olfactory bulb in the brain, so that's the part of your brain that processes smell, is one of the oldest parts of the brain as far as the development of humans from however we developed. I'm not going to go do the whole evolution. Yeah, we're not going to confront evolution or creationism. We're not going to do that here. But if you go all the way back in its location, it's a very primitive sense. It is. The scent is primitive sense. It is. Very much so. So people looking at that. People also looking at those will pays. I saw one was alive at 6,000, looked like 6,700 in change. We'll see when they roll around again. Yeah, it did flash. There we go. Oh, two. So the two. Oh, one, no,
Whoa.
three.
Whoa.
1, 2, 6. $6,761.60. So let's see who people think are. So the 1, Diaz and Anderluck. The 2, Asier Kubala. Or 6, Bueno, Tennessee.
Wow. No Lamonte Douglas. No Juice and Carballo.
There's got to be multiples on Lamonte and Douglas.
No, there's
No?
no, they would. If there's multiple, it would give the price, but it wouldn't give you the full jackpot price. That's how you tell if there's multiple winners.
Wow.
Or yeah.
Interesting.
That might be the first thing I think you've ever gotten from me in this game. I think you knew that though. Yeah.
No. I wasn't looking when you said it. It's like I was going with it, but no. I'll continue to go with it. No, you're right. Learn something new every day. No, it's like I know the things that I know, and I definitely do not know what I do not know. I have zero problem admitting that. In fact, as I get older, I'm way more comfortable acknowledging what I don't know than what I do know. And I don't know a lot. And I'm okay with that. I used to not be okay with that.
Yeah, I think as a kid, you always, you just want to be right about everything. And then you learn it's like, well, I guess no one in the world really has it figured out, and I seem to be doing all right. So at 22, to have that knowledge, I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of the curve. So that's
very much
good.
so. You've saved yourself a lot of disappointment over the next few years. I cannot get used to this. I was seeing the person who changed his hair. We'll leave it out of the talk. I'm seeing him walk. He's walking in a black shirt, and I can't get used to it.
We haven't revealed this, but yeah, it looks like Douglas got a new hairdo. Not even a hairdo, hair color. I mean, that's even crazier than maybe a new hairdo. He went blonde. Douglas has gone blonde officially. So he's trying to match producer Lindsay, the lovely Lindsay. That's where we got it from. That's what he was saying.
But don't you have to do your eyebrows too? I mean, it's pretty obvious that
it's not his haircut. Look, I don't.
No, that particular shade of blonde. I don't know if that's anyone's hair color actually.
Yeah, it's a little.
God doesn't do work like that. He doesn't.
No,
God doesn't. Even God went, whoa, nice color. Whoa. Sorry. Yeah, that's not on the palette.
I was gonna. Did he go? That must have been homemade. Went to CVX, got one of those hair dye boxes, and just went to town in the bathtub. Yeah.
Look. The important thing is that he's happy. That's it. And
no,
really,
we're not.
Really not making fun. In all seriousness, not making fun of it. It was shocking when you see it. When someone who you're used to seeing with dark hair comes in and the hair is no longer dark, it's like, hi. You changed your hair. I mean, it's obvious that you changed it.
Well, it was really.
But this particular color just.
Striking. I mean, we saw, because he was in post 2 in that first doubles game, and we saw him from a distance. I mean, you really could tell, and then he comes out in the black of post 5, so he's got a lot of contrasting colors here that's really making it pop in these doubles games. We'll see what.
Well, no, Diaz had the best
singles.
line. Mike, what did you say?
Yeah, Diaz
about
he got a classic
he looks
one.
stunning in gold. Was that it? What? So yellow. So he looked good in yellow when he was in the yellow post. I can't take credit. That was Diaz.
That was all Diaz. He's good for a joke every couple of weeks. Always hits. 10 out of 10.
Diaz is 100% on his jokes. I mean,
great.
you never see Diaz. You never see Diaz coming. You don't see him on the highlight court coming either. He snaps that 2-ball.
That was good.
And
I like what you did
wit, and he'll bring something up from history, a Bible verse.
Wow.
He's excellent when it comes to Bible verses. No. Diaz can be quiet, but Diaz is a very, very, very bright young man.
Absolutely.
He really is.
Let's see. Someone certainly hoping that Diaz and Anderluck are going to take this here. We said 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6.
Silent Assassin. That is right.
Yeah,
that is right. I heard. I believe it was producer Lindsay in my ear saying that's why we no, the Silent Assassin, because he would just come up and just snap it and take the point. You're walking back to sit on the bench.
You're like, who is this guy? What did he just do? I mean, it happens in an instant, and he's gotten really good at it, because now he can kind of sell that fake with the 2-all a little bit, and people are maybe shading a little more to the outside. And you saw one shot, I think it was in game 1, where he kept maybe should have thrown the 2-all, but kept it inside right along the side wall. So now he's developed.
He changed his mind about what he did there. No, he changed his mind about throwing a Dejada is what he did. And so he went it's hard to 2-ball and inside, difficult enough to make that change up. But Dejada versus not Dejada, if you're going to throw it, because if you try to change that, you're usually just going to hand it to your opponent in the middle of the court, which is what happened there.
Yeah, I feel like for Diaz, a guy that has such a strong 2-all and can sell that fake, never really a need to try the Dejada, which you never really see him do there anyway. And so set the stage for the doubles game. No one had the team in post 8, Juice and Carballo, to win. They've taken the first 2 doubles games of the day. And for that high 5 again, Red at post 1, that team of Diaz and Anderluck, going to give someone the jackpot. Post 2 winning would give someone the jackpot. And post 6, 1, 2, and 6. If none of those teams win, that jackpot will carry over with, not sure exactly how much was bet, but that carryover's got to be around 6,000 now. I would venture to guess it was 4,800 coming into that, so probably about 2,000 was bet into it. So yeah, probably 6,000 or right around there going into the afternoon. If it will carry over, we'll see. Game number 7 now, 0 minutes away.
We're ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points, double after the first round of play. This will close out doubles for this first matinee performance in advance of the second matinee performance, Mat 2 at 4 o'clock. We'll do 3 more doubles games. This game is played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirts post 1, Diaz and Anderluck. The first matchup is Diaz and Anderluck versus Asier and Kubala. Diaz serves. We begin game 7. Anderluck sets. Backhand from the 11 line. Kubala's there. Tip ball, point 1. 1 up on the board. First in game 7. This matchup, we have Diaz serving to the white shirts of post 3, El Barba and Ben. Ball got away from Ben, went to the pad, point 1. Here's post 4, the green shirts. Jedin and Cool Fitness receive in this matchup. Great catch off the serve by Jedin. Rabote coming out. Diaz on the Rabote. He passes Jedin. Jedin moving to the backcourt. No, good placement by Diaz. Point 1. 1 with 3 straight points. Black shirts of post 5 receive. This matchup has Diaz serving to Lamonte and Douglas. Anderluck with a good catch on the left side. He goes deep. Douglas on the forehand at the 11 line. Powerful throw. Caught by Anderluck. Rabote by Douglas. Catch by Anderluck. Karam by Anderluck. Caught by Lamonte and a great catch. That scores. That is really well played by Lamonte. That was a beautiful Karam thrown by Anderluck. Point 5. Yellow shirts of post 6 receive. 1-0 in Tennessee. Ball tip, point 5. Here's post 7, CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo with a beautiful catch on the left side. Scoop by Douglas. Powerful forehand, crossing the wall at the 11 line. Forehand Rabote by CRB. Douglas is there. Powerful backhand, Rabote coming back out to CRB. Douglas makes the catch. Hard throw to the inside. Vuelo. Point 5. 5 with 3 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirts of post 8, Juice and Carballo. underserve, 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, pose 2, Asier and Kubala. Forehand rebote thrown low and hard by Carballo. Carballo again for the rebote. Kubala lets it come out. Rebote left side save. Carballo calls for it, reaches up, makes the catch, puts it back inside where it scores. 0.8. 8 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3. El Barba and Ben. El Barba picks the serve. 2-all hit the top of the pad. Otherwise, good effort. 0.8. Straight points to possible game point for post 8. Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. Jedden and Cool Fitness. Under serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short. 0.4. Play continues. This matchup has Diaz and Anderluck receiving. Hard carom, stopped by Jedden. That got a piece of the side wall. Jedden makes a good catch at the 10 line on the left side. Anderluck's back in there. Backhand from the 11 line. Jedden calls for the rebote. Plays it high to the front wall. Scoop by Anderluck, reaching around Jedden. Scoop by Jedden, missed. 0.1. Possible game point, red shirts at post 1. Diaz and Anderluck trying to stop them. Post 6, Bueno, Tennessee. Excellent catch by Anderluck on the left side. Bueno's there. Bueno goes deep. Anderluck from the forehand at the 12 line, over the top. Hard to the inside again. Tennessee's there. Anderluck, forehand rebote. Bueno gets out of the way. Anderluck on the catch. Hard throw, caught by Bueno. Bueno goes back. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. He gets up. Bueno makes the catch. 2-all by Bueno into the pad. Point and game to the red shirts of post 1, Diaz and Anderluck. 8 places, 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 1-8-5. My. A lot of energy in that game.
And the high five went.
And the high five goes.
That was, I mean, a couple of points there that were really big. And one of the best games you could hope for. I think, where was it? I mean, Douglas and Lamonti. That catch Lamonti made on the screen there, you thought that could have saved the high five.
I think Anderluck's still talking about it.
Yeah, he had a lot of extra power behind those throws. I think it was a little ticked off that they didn't get that. I mean, unbelievable carom, perfect spot, and just a great catch by Lamonti, but they got back. They got back in, took their second chance, and went around that way and took the victory. Good for them. And the high five, we said, $6,761. Wow.
1-8-5 official order finish for Game 7. The high five, 4-1-1-3-1. All 5 numbers, 1 ticket, $6,761.60. Once again, 5 of 5, returning $6,761.60. The $2 Quinella, 1-8. That's 1-8 or 8-1, first and second in any order. 2640 trifecta, 185, 173.40. We have 2 games left in this afternoon's performance, ladies and gentlemen. Games 8 and 9. Up next, spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 8, 7 minutes away.
I know I'm better at singles. I have more success in singles, but I learn more from doubles. I walk away with a lot more life lessons, and they stick with me, I'm telling you, late into the night, and those lessons they've stuck with me. Doubles it's kind of like, what do you want and what do you need? Playing doubles, you're definitely having to trust on each other. You're trying to rely on each other, and it's just a lot like a marriage. It's compromise. It's days where you're like, wow, this person's crazy, but maybe you can't express that. You can't tell them that. You got to tell them, hey, I'm with you. I'm gonna stick by you. You know, I got your back. You know, no worries. Even though maybe in your head you're like, what was this person thinking? You know, like they say, as iron sharpens iron, so friend sharpens friend. And that's what you find in doubles. You find that, you know, you and your partner, you make each other better. And it's hard, but you walk out a better person.
And that was a little doubles commentary from last game's winner, Diaz, along with his partner, Anderluck, now on the season. As we said, they dealt with injury throughout this first doubles tournament. Diaz had a nagging knee problem for a couple weeks. But that win for doubles now, sorry to get the overall total here, win number 11 for that team in doubles, Anderluck and Diaz. And as we said, unfortunate for them, they haven't been able to give it a full go in this doubles tournament, or else they may be one of those teams that's potentially closer to being in the money. But that will do it for doubles action today. Updating you on those standings, Douglas and Lamonti, nothing for them. No wins in the matinee here. Still stuck at 26 wins. Still a 7-game lead for them over first place in the doubles. Tennessee and Bueno had a chance there to play spoiler for the high five. Unable to do it. Still 19 wins there in second place. And then Carballo and Juice. I mean, they took the first 2 games, had an opportunity to sweep the doubles there. Carballo just playing out of his mind. I mean, taking advantage of all parts of the court there, really running around, and we'll see how he can do in doubles play. Going to expect a big day for him in singles action. He just seems like he's got a lot of energy, playing with a lot of focus, and above all else, Carballo playing really well. And taking a look at the lineup here for game number 8, games 8 and 9. So you say those feature singles matches of the performance. So you have the top guys squaring off against the other top players on the roster. You got El Barba, Ben, Carballo, Ron, Douglas, Ikeda, Anderluck, Kubala in game 8. And I think you throw Jedden in there in game 9 for El Barba, but pretty much the same guys in games 8 and 9. And Ron, a name coming off of injury. We talked about it before his performance in Game 6. Took last week off. Looks a lot better this week. Looks a lot better just movement-wise. He was jogging. I mean, even 2 balls after the point was over, something that you didn't see him do yesterday. So just all signs that he's a lot more comfortable with that knee, and should be a good week for him as well.
Now, Ron had some really good practices. Again, he was dealing with a bone contusion, right where you don't want it, on the femur going into the knee. So is it knee pain? Well, yeah, but it's really femur pain.
Yeah.
And so just
it's a tricky one.
That's a tricky injury. So rest is really the only thing you could rest. Anti-inflammatory is the only thing you could do for it. He took some time off. He did a little bit of practice, lots of ice, And so far, he looks good. He looked good in the practices before he came back. But we're seeing a Ron that is similar to what we saw at the end of last year, which is where we want him.
Right, and at the end of last year, interesting fact, Douglas won the Golden Cesta Award from weeks 7 to 16, all in a row. Week 7, Week 8, Week 9, Week 10, 11, all the way up through 16, and then Ron was the only one that knocked him out of that Golden Cesta. I think that might have been his first week. Ron had 7 wins, so he's the only one that stopped Douglas's streak last year. So a guy that we know he can turn it on, and when he plays really well, he is equally as good as Douglas out there.
All right, game time. We're ready to begin game number 8, a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. These are the feature singles here, Magic City. Games 8 and 9. Best players playing against best players. Serving red shirt at post 1, we have El Barba. Receiving blue at post 2, Ben. There's the serve. We begin game 8. El Barba goes deep from the left side. Ball rule tip first time round. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our 8th game. This matchup has El Barba serving to Carballo. Carballo goes hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Catch by Carballo. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Carballo went back, then decided to move up. Good catch. El Barba's there. Strong backhand. Dejala Rebote will score. Well played by Carballo, point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ron. Carballo takes Rebote out of the Chula. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Excellent catch off a good serve by Ron. Hard backhand. Rebote to the inside. Ron's there. Powerful backhand by Ron. Forehand Rebote by Carballo. Ron reaches out, makes a great catch. Swing and a miss by Carballo, point 4. Four serves with black shirt up post 5. Here's Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Good catch by Ron. Powerful throw by Ron. Nice backhand by Douglas. Ron winds up. There's a 2-all. Lands wide. Point 5. This matchup has Douglas serving to the yellow shirt at post 6. Ikeda. Douglas midcourt from the left side. Rebote forehand, beautifully thrown by Ikeda. Douglas is there. Hard throw, caught by Ikeda. Robote left side, straight up the middle. Douglas from the left side. Hard throw back to the inside's gonna score. 0.5. Five with 2 points. Douglas now serves to Anderluck in the pink of post 7. Powerful backhand throw by Douglas. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Makes it to the front wall. Douglas is there. Hard throw right up the inside to score. 0.5. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirt at post 8, we have Kubala. Catch by Douglas. There's a hard throw. Kubala, rebote to the overhead screen, 0.5. Douglas has 4 straight points. The first round's complete. All points scored are now worth double through the end of the game. All matchups are worth 2 points. Here's Ben. A hard throw by Douglas. Rebote left side by Ben. Off the court. 0.5. Straight points to a possible game point here for Douglas. Trying to stop him, El Barba. Ball tipped, point, and a perfect game to the black shirt of post 5, Douglas. 5 wins it, 3-4, and 1 will play off for second and third place. 3 first serves, 2-4. Rebote 2-all with a soft touch into the pad. 0.4, possible place point for post 4, Ron. Trying to stop him, El Barba. Powerful backhand, too high. 0.4. Point and place to post 4. 3 serves to 1. This is a playoff for third place. Excellent catch by El Barba. Rebote, backhand rather, on the wall. Point and show, post 3, Carballo. Unofficial order finish, 5-4-3. Results are official. Coming in first, post 5, Douglas. He had a perfect game. Taking second, post 4, Ron. Coming in third, post 3, Carballo. 5-4-3. Official order finish for Game 8. So apparently Douglas didn't like the hair comment.
Just coming out firing, yeah, a little pissed off.
Yeah, basically said, Stu, you know nothing about hair. You do know a little bit about Jai-Alai. Watch this. That's what he did.
Perfect game. Out of a very difficult post to get a perfect game out of as well.
Now, when we saw, the thing, there's a few things that make Matt special, but in Jai-Alai, one of the things is how he moves to the ball. I'll repeat that until he stops doing it. That's not something that's taught. Overthrowing the ball, which is something we occasionally see him do. We saw him do that in doubles earlier. He overthrew the ball. He fed Carballo. Carballo should not have been at the 2 line in doubles, but he was. Anyway, it didn't work out. But there, we saw Douglas moving to the ball perfectly and then placing the ball where his opponent wasn't equally well. Hard when he had to, medium when he had to. There was no Dejadas in that game, so soft didn't count. He played great that game.
Perfect.
And there are prices from game number 8, the $2 Quinella 4-5. That's 4-5 or 5-4, $60. Trifecta, that's a first, second, and third place finish, 5-4-3, $184.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Next game is played at 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 9, 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want. And I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again. But we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And that was Game 8 winner Douglas, adding to his already impressive season. Win number 31 for Douglas. Ikeda had a 2-game deficit coming into it. Ikeda perfect game in game 6, so he actually cut that lead to 1, but Douglas opens it back up to 2. Douglas 31 wins on the season. Ikeda now 29, so that's going to be a tight battle all the way through as we've got months left in this season. We'll see how that one plays out. And also, final game of this first matinee performance. It's going to feature Spectacular 9 scoring. What exactly? What's that superfecta 9-point game? Spectacular 9 scoring. What does it mean? Well, hopefully this video will clear it up for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that was a little explanation of Spectacular 9 scoring, and that will be the format for this 9th and final game, this matinee performance.
You know, with this new hair, he reminds me of a Bond villain.
We're on Douglas, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, back to Douglas, yeah.
The blonde era.
But a Bond villain.
He really does.
A Bond villain with the blonde hair that just looks kind of out of place. I don't know how to... I have to... You a fan of Bond films?
I haven't seen... I haven't seen that many of them. I feel like every movie series you throw out,
I mean, James Bond isn't me pulling out a rant. If I've asked you if you've seen Fellini's 8.5... I get if you haven't seen it.
Right. That one is
even though you
probably a little more mainstream.
You
feel like I should watch
no,
it.
Yeah, no, the Bond one's definitely. I'm actually going for the Bond look. Favorite Bond villain. There we go.
I've got nothing. I could throw that one right back to you.
So our Goldfinger is classic. However, I've always gone for Hugo Drax myself. Hugo Drax from Moonraker. In fact, when you're done with all of your work, look up Hugo Drax.
The funniest thing is the last guy I know that went from like his hair is dark brown. I don't know what we would call it. The last guy that went from dark brown to blonde was named Hugo. Oddly enough, the last guy I knew that did that. So
no. Hugo Drax. No, Hugo Drax did not have blonde. Sorry, that was
Sorry,
I was thinking and speaking without punctuation there again. No, it's
we both have a tendency.
No, he does remind me of a Bond villain. I don't remember which one, but then I went to who was favorite Bond villain. That's where I went. No, Hugo Drax definitely did not have
not blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see how it fares for Douglas. The non-blonde hair era.
Oh,
his stats in the dark hair era, we got 30 wins. His winning percentage was just over 35%. I think his in the money was just over 61%. So he's got an even 30 wins in the dark hair era. So it'll be pretty easy to pinpoint how many wins, his win percentage, and his in the money based on that. So we'll do that in a couple of weeks. We'll give you the report on which hairstyle works best.
The dark-haired era.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was 1 for 1. Hey, I mean, he had that streak last week where he was in the money first 7 games of the week, and he's trying to match that again. It's a pretty hot start. 1 for 1, a perfect game. Can't do any better.
He was in the 5. Now he's in the 7, so the two most difficult posts to win out of. And we're ready to begin Game 9. This is our 9th and final game of the first matinee today. A spectacular 9 superfecta match, played at 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Jed, and receiving in the blue of post 2, Ron. And we're just waiting for 2 judges. They're just on the other side of that front wall. I'm sure they're seeing who's going to play up front. Who's going to get the more dangerous of the two positions? Yeah. 2 of the more dangerous positions.
And winner Manuel.
There's the serve. We begin. Forehand rebote, hooked to the floor by Jedden, point 2. Ron gets the first point of this afternoon's last game, receiving post 3, the white shirt, Ikeda. Forehand rebote by Ron, thrown to the feet of Ikeda. Ikeda makes the rebote, just throws it too high. That's out of play, point 2. This matchup has Ron serving to the green shirt of post 4, Carballo. Carballo sets from the left side, comes hard. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. Scoop by Carballo. The quick release response not working. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Ron goes deep. Carballo sets for the rebote. High to the front wall. Rebote left side, fired to the inside. Carballo, one knee, dragging on the ground. Still somehow made the catch. Here's another one, not as fancy. Taken on the forehand. Back to the inside, though, to score. Wow. Well played point. Carballo seems happy with himself because the jazzy stuff worked. All right. As long as he scores points. Post 5, the black shirt receives. Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Catch by, wow. Doesn't usually miss those. 0.5. Yellow shirt at post 6 receives. This matchup has Bueno serving to Anderluck. Anderluck deep from the left side. Here's Bueno at the 9 line. Robote forehand. Back to the inside it goes. Bueno, cut back to the inside and scored. 0.6. That'll bring to the court the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Douglas. Powerful backhand throw by Douglas. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Douglas is there. Anderluck from the 8 line. Fakes the actually plays the carom. Douglas stops it. Placement back to the inside. Scores. Well played point. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirt at post 8, number 25, Kubala. Robote forehand by Douglas to the outside. Kubala will let it pass to the Robote. Difficult Robote save made by Douglas. There's the hair. There's the carom. That scores 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's Jedden, red shirt at post 1, receiving. Robote comes out. Forehand Robote by Kubala. Jedden takes it in the air. Kubala from the 10 line. Back to the inside. Jedden's there. Hard backhand. Kubala on the Robote save. Caught by Jedden. Hard throw by Jedden on the left side. Jedden reaches up on the forehand. Puts it back inside. Kubala takes it in the air again. It's a beautiful Robote played from the left side of Jedden. Forehand Robote. Picava, the big bounce, gets up and scores. 0.8. Kubala with 3 points, serving to the returning 3 post. In the white shirt, here's Ikeda. Powerful forehand throw by Ikeda. Robote. Saved by Kubala. Here's Ikeda midcourt. Faked it outside. Put it inside. Robote. Big bounce. Ooh. Don't often turn your back on the ball like that, but it worked out for him okay. Here's Kubala. Carom. Lands out. 0.3. Ikeda has 2 points in this matchup. He serves the returning 2 post. In the blue shirt is Ron. Low, hard reverse. Ron on the forehand. Throws the carom. Got him. 0.2. Jesus, is he okay? Robin, you all right?
Still smiling.
Okay. And the ball's even too scared to be on the court. There we go. It ran out. Okie dokie, moving on. Receiving green shirt at post 4, Carballo. Rebote left side by Ron. Carballo makes the catch. Catch by Ron. Powerful backhand. Nice Rebote save. Ron takes it in the air. Hard throw to the inside. Gets by Carballo one way. Ooh, he got hit in the head. Helmet. It's all right. Point 2. Ron has 6 points, but remember, 9 points are needed to win a superfecta game. Returning post 5, the black shirt, Bueno. Nice backhand throw by Bueno. Ron. Hard Rebote turn to the inside. That's going to score. Point 2. Ron has 8 points and a possible game point. In this matchup, trying to stop him is Anderluck in the yellow of post 6. Powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. Rebote. He got hit with the ball. He may have been practicing with Tennessee when he wasn't playing. Okay, so that is a loss of point. Point goes to the 6. Play continues. Here's Douglas, post 7. It's a beautiful serve by Anderluck. I mean, picture perfect. Great catch by Douglas. Douglas sets up for the Rebote. Up, and away. Out of play, point 6. Anderluck with 5 points. Once again, remember, 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. This matchup has Anderluck serving to the red shirt of post 1, Jedin. Anderluck, forehand Rebote. Shows some good control there. Here's Jedin. Picada by Jedin. Big bounce, cut off on the forehand of Anderluck. Point 6. Possible game point for Anderluck in the yellow shirt of post 6. Trying to stop him. Post 8, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Just back to the inside. Kubala's on it. Anderluck from the forehand at the 9 line. Outside placement was wide. Point 8. Play continues. 8 with 5 points. Here's post 3, Ikeda. Here's Ikeda from the left side. Rebote by Kubala to the inside. Scoop on the forehand of Ikeda. Cortada a little bit high. Kubala's got it. Ikeda, a little bit of a difficult Rebote, but he makes the save. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8. Kubala. Trying to stop him. Carballo. It's an excellent serve by Kubala Carballo on the backhand. That scores. Point 4. Carballo with 3 points as play in our 9th game continues. Here's post 5. Bueno. Bueno on the forehand. Point 5. Returning with possible game point is Ron. Powerful backhand throw. Rebote comes low. Bueno's got it to the outside. Catch by Ron. Carom by Ron. Missed. Point 5. Play's going to continue again. 5 with 5 points receiving. Post 7. Douglas. Point 7. 7 with 3 points. Here's post 1, Jedin. Strong forehand rebote by Douglas. Passes, even though he threw it 3/4. Wow. Nice throw. Point 7. Douglas has 5 points, but returning with possible game point is Anderluck. Anderluck on the left side. He goes deep. Rebote left side by Douglas. A 2-all, 2-score, point 7. Possible game point for Douglas. Trying to stop him, post 3, Ikeda. Forehand rebote saved by Douglas. He gets out of the way. Low and inside. Douglas. Point 3. Play's going to continue again. 3 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 7. I can't even count how many points have been scored in this game. Possible game point for post 8. Rebote forehand save by Ikeda. Kubala moves up, takes it on the forehand. Back to the inside. Ikeda's got it, holds onto it, gets the backhand out. Rebote. Forehand rebote by Ikeda to pass. Beautifully thrown. Here's Kubala. Rebote beautifully played by Kubala. Catch by Ikeda. Dehara not soft enough. He got assessed on it. 2 bounces ruled before the ball was caught. Great effort by Kubala though. Point 3. 3 with 6 points. Here's post 4. Carballo. Nice backhand throw by Carballo. Save by Ikeda. Catch by Carballo. Outside placement.
Wow.
That is perfectly executed by Carballo right there. Well thrown. Point 4. Ikeda, go. Go sit down. Carballo's going to serve. Maybe you come up again. Possible game point for Ron in post 2. Ron with a powerful backhand. Carballo winds up on the rebote. Dejada rebote. Ron on the run. He got there. And that will score to win. That is point in a well-earned game, 2. The blue shirt of post 2, Ron. So we have 3 players with 7 points each. 6, 7, and 8 will play off for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th because this is a superfecta. 6 first serves to 7. Powerful throw by Douglas. Nice rebote. Scoop attempt missed. Rebote attempt missed. Point and place to post 6. Show and quad point. 8 serves to 7. Catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Rebote left side. Catch by Douglas. Chula scores for Douglas. Point and show to post 7. 8 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish 2-6, 7-8 in a hard-fought game. Well. That was quite a ninth game, huh?
Never had that many
points.
Full 8-person rotations through. Guys, Douglas had 3 shots. Ron had, you got the numbers there. I think Ron had 4 opportunities. Kubala with 3.
That was almost 30. That was almost a 30-point game.
I was going to say that took like a third of the whole performance.
It's a 29-point game. Wow.
Hope you had the over. Absolutely.
2-6-7-8's the official result, and there are your prices. So the $2 Quinella, that's 2-6 or 6-2, $70.40. 50-cent try, that's the 50-cent price. That's first, second, and third place finish on a trifecta. 2-6-7, $731.60. Consolation in the Super. 2-6 all. So no one had 2-6-7-8. No one even had 2-6-7. 2-6-7-8. 2-6 all, returning $77.81. Quite a game, quite a performance today.
I was going to say, on a whole, for a Thursday performance, I think that was some of the best play we've seen out of Thursday. A lot of really solid, fast-paced action throughout.
Look, if you're one of the 115 people still tuned in, you have every reason to come back here in just a little shy of an hour and a half, because we're going to do this again at 4.
Yeah.
So this sets the stage for a good 4 p.m. performance, and arguably it sets a good stage. Sets the stage well for a few good performances now through Sunday.
Yeah, and,
I got that out.
Yeah. Hey, last game, and we've got one more coming up. But best thing I see here in these stats: Ron 3 for 3 in the money. Night and day, the way he was moving, the power he got behind those throws. So I think one big storyline to take out of that, Ron looks like he's back, and that's big for the whole roster, because when he plays to his level, he pushes Douglas, and that pushes everyone else on the roster. So only going to get better, and I think that might have been a big factor as to maybe why that level of play rose today. Ron always brings it, especially in those Thursday performances, just a true professional, and I think you're going to have I think the best week. We're in store for the best week here at Magic City Jai-Alai.
Wow, you're setting the bar kind of high there, aren't you, buddy?
Setting it high, but I think arguably the best Thursday performance we've had.
All right.
Week 8 into the performance. Look, every week these guys are improving, and the rate at which they improve we talk about is terrific. I mean, they improve almost every day they're out here, so every week definitely has the potential.
Definitely has the potential. No question about that.
And off to a good start in this first one.
That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, and we invite you to join us again just about an hour and a half when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. We sure hope you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai Channel. Every subscription gets me 1 foot closer to Grand Cayman.
And me to Boca, please.
And you to Boca. That's right. And also, let us know your thoughts in the live chat while we're playing. Either our producer or one of us may pick up on those questions and comments. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.